guys, and welcome to another video. So it's just a sort of breaking news update. Well, I say breaking news, but by the time you're watching this and by the time it's uploaded, it's probably not exactly breaking news, but just a short one, really, a little update. The football, all of English football, has been suspended due to the coronavirus up until April the 3rd at the very earliest, which is, of course, not fantastic news in terms of football fans, and of course we want to see our football, but at the same time it's necessary, it's understandable, but of course it isn't ideal for football fans, particularly down the Football League. There's a lot of clubs that rely on income through supporters and what have you, which is probably going to heavily affect certain clubs. But I'll just quickly read the statement specifically from Sunderland regarding the coronavirus updates. They've said the FA Premier League, EFL and Barclays FA Women's Super League and FA Women's Championship have collectively agreed to postpone the professional game in England until the 3rd of April at the very earliest. This action will be kept under constant review, has been taken due to increasing numbers of clubs taking steps to isolate their players and staff because of the coronavirus. The postponements include all matches in the Championship, League One and League Two, as well as all academy and youth team fixtures. In addition, clubs are being advised to suspend indefinitely all non-essential activities, which include, but are not limited to, player appearances, training ground visits and fan meetings. Whilst the EFL board has continued to take the advice and guidance offered by the government and its health advisors, emerging developments mean now it's time to implement football's contingency plans in response to this crisis. A further update on these plans will be given post an EFL board meeting next week. This decision has not been taken lightly, but the EFL must prioritise the health and well-being of players, staff and supporters, while also acknowledging the government's national efforts in tackling this outbreak. So, of course, as you can see there, they're well within the rights to suspend or at least postpone the league and the games for some time up until this does clear up, because it is a very, very serious situation. So I'm fully behind it, but I am a bit gutted nevertheless, particularly for Sunderland's game this weekend against Blackpool, my hometown. So it would have been a great weekend, and I was really looking forward to it, not just to watch the game, but to meet a load of you guys as well. But unfortunately, it's not to be. So of course, I would advise you all to stay safe through this time, because I know a lot of people are brushing it off, particularly young people, but it is a serious disease nevertheless. It isn't just simply a little cold. Of course, a lot of young people who are getting it or have had it, they will get over it relatively quickly because their immune systems are strong enough to get through it. It is flu-like symptoms, coughing, sneezing. There are, if you have respiratory issues and stuff like that, struggle to breathe at times, those kind of symptoms could potentially be the coronavirus, and that doesn't mean panic away and ring 111 or ring 999 or whatever. Simply isolate yourself. Of course, I'm not a medical professional. I'm relaying what I've seen and what I've read. But of course, if it becomes more serious, then of course get in touch with the relevant services. But there are people throughout the game. Mikel Arteta, Arsenal manager, has just been confirmed to have had a test positive for coronavirus. Hudson-Odoi of Chelsea, he has just recovered from coronavirus, but it's only just been announced that he's had it. There are players throughout the game and all across the globe, across Europe, that have all been confirmed to have been tested positive for coronavirus. So it is a really, really serious issue that it's good that they're taking the right steps to tackle it, and I am fully behind it. But it's gutting nevertheless as football fans. We want to see our football team, but there are more serious things at hand here. Italy, for example, they're on shutdown completely. But how they're going to work this out, I don't know, with all the fixture pile-up and what have you. There's talk, or I think it has been confirmed now, that the Euros will be pushed to next year. I don't know whether they're just going to postpone the season and then keep playing it into the summer. I'm not too sure. But it's going to be a real mess for the EFL and the Premier League, the FA, to clear up once this once this virus hopefully pisses off. Do you know what I, do you know what I mean? But yeah. So of course it's disappointing, but it's the right action to take. I'm fully behind it, and hopefully everyone stays safe and take the right actions if they do believe they have contracted the virus. Now, in terms of the channel, of course, a lot of the content is Sunderland based, so you're more than likely going to see a lot more gaming content up until games and matches have begun to get back underway. Maybe a bit more Outlast, which you guys keep crying out for, so I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? You guys seem to be loving that series, and that, of course, FIFA comes hand in hand with gaming on the channel anyway. But that's it, guys. Not the best of news, but it's, if you look at the positive, it is probably the right thing to do, isn't it? So I'm fully behind it, like I say. But yeah, I hope you all stay well, stay safe. Don't panic, because I've seen so many people across social media panic. Everyone's stockpiling toilet rolls and hand sanitizer and shit like that, and which I think it's not just over the top, but it's very selfish, because there are people, for example, elderly people who are probably more at risk than anyone else, as their immune systems aren't as strong as young people. They might only be able to get out of the house once a week to do their daily or their weekly shop. Sorry, isn't physically possible. They're not physically able to go and do that shopping. There's nothing there for them, because there's selfish people who are just taking everything in panic mode. So just stay calm. Try and stay safe as possible, and hopefully we get through this, and everyone is healthy and well, and this coronavirus pisses off, like I say. But anyway, that'll be it, guys. I hope you all take care, stay safe, and stay jammy, and I'll see you in a bit.